and welcome back to Overbooked. I'm Amanda, and today we're going to be doing my September TBR. Try to keep this short and sweet. We don't have a ton of books on the docket, so here we go. I'm still reading Prairie Fires. I've renewed this about 3 times, and it is now overdue from the library, and I cannot renew it again. So, lucky for me, the library is closed until next week for renovations. So I'm going to try to read as much as I can for the next week. And then see if I can just get some steam on this book, maybe finish it this weekend. And if not, I might return it and then try to check it out next month. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I read a couple pages last night and I really do like this book. It's a lot of information and it takes a while to weed through it. So I really do want to finish it. All right, next is The 10th of December by George Saunders. I think this is the same author as the guy who wrote Lincoln and Bardo. Please hold. Yeah, so this is the same guy that wrote Lincoln and the Bardo. I haven't read this book and I don't really know much about it, but I know that it's pretty popular. I'm hoping that this will be good as well. I'm reading this for the book club I do with my family, and it's just a collection of short stories. The other girls that have already started reading it said that it's kind of eh. And the last short story book that I read was very eh. So I don't know how I'll feel about it, but I don't know. I'm not feeling hopeful right now, but maybe things will change. So shout out to my friend Catherine from Chris Belly's. I needed a book for the prompt, a book about a female athlete, and she came through. Fire on the Track, Betty Robinson and the Triumph of the Early Olympic Women. So I haven't really read the summary of this, but I'm assuming it's just about women in the track and field during the Olympics, beginning of it all. I'm really excited. She said that she pointed out that this is an uncorrected version, so there's some mistakes in there. She's a history buff. She's going to school to teach history, so she knows her shit. But I'm really excited to read this because what's better than female athletes? Nothing. Okay, next is The Cadaver King and the Country Dentist, which I found through the Stacks Pod. And I've mentioned this in my DC vlog, but I forgot to link her website. So I'll link that below. If you guys don't listen to that podcast, it's super great, especially if you love nonfiction. She has great recommendations what to read. She recommended this, and I just listened to her review on it, and she thought that it was good and that it deserves a read, but it wasn't great, and she had some cons about it. So I encourage you to look into that, listen to that review, and then check out this book. But I haven't started this yet. It's about how there were these 2 doctors, one a medical examiner and I think a dentist, and they did autopsies on a lot of cases that took place in the South, and they gave false information. So a lot of people were wrongly convicted, and mainly people of color. Or white people got off on crimes that they committed to people of color. I'm really interested to learn what's all in here. Lastly, I have The Great Believers by Rebecca Mackay, and this takes place during the AIDS epidemic in the 80s. I think that's how it starts off. And then it also goes 30 years later. So it's a multi-generational story, which I'm really excited about. I'm reading this for the Girly Book Club, and I've heard really good things so far. I follow them on Instagram, and a lot of people are saying that they like it a lot. And a couple of the bookstagrammers I follow on Instagram have read it, and they usually have pretty good judgment. So really excited to get started on this. All right, so that's it for my September TBR. Shorter than usual, but I actually start my master's program in sustainability management this month. So I am going to be pretty busy for the next 6 months, and I don't know exactly how much reading I'm going to get done and how many videos I'm going to be putting out there. I will for sure be putting out a video once a week, but I don't know how frequent I can put out videos during the week. I still have a full-time job. I still work a part-time job to help pay off my student loans, and I now have this class, and I try to have a social life. I'm gonna be real overbooked for the rest of my life, it feels like, but here we are. I really hope I can get reading done, at least get all of these books done. I already feel like September's over, honestly. Like, I was making a to-do list today, and I was like, I feel like it's just done. September's done. It's just already out the window. All right, guys, that is it for today. So please like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I really appreciate it. Thank you, and I will see you guys next time.